Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a story time, and I haven't been on YouTube in a very long time, and excuse me because I'm probably going to look at the viewfinder a lot because I'm freaking conceited and I like looking at myself. So this is going to be a story time on when I fell asleep in a porta potty. Yeah, I did that. Okay, and you're like, oh, you just fell asleep in there, or I don't know, but it was horrible. It was a horrible experience, and I will never, like, do what I did again. Well, no, I won't. Okay. So, there's, like, this event that's, like, a cancer walk that I went to. I'm not going to say the name because people probably already know it if you go to school with me. But there's a cancer walk at the school I go to. And everyone brings up their tents and all that. And I like, signed up for it just to get community service hours. And other people signed it up for it for, like, other reasons, you know. But I signed up to get hours because I gotta graduate and go to, like, freaking college, you know. So like I said, I signed up for it. I brought the tent, and usually my boyfriend comes because we get hours together and we have to be successful and go to college together, but he didn't because it's his grandma's birthday. So I was there with, like, a dude ranch and my two friends, and my two friends were in relationships with, like, some guys, and I was just like, cool. Like, some of the guys were in relationships, but, like, I didn't talk to a lot of them. I did talk to them, but I'm still awkward, you know. Like, I'm always awkward. I'm always gonna be awkward unless I have, like, one of my close friends with me or something. But yeah, they were with their guys, and I was just like, whatever. We set up our tent, blah blah, whatever you do. Like, it's a camping thing. It's a 24-hour thing. It started, I think, like, at 12 and then ends at 12 the next day. And it was just, you walk, and they had activities during each hour, and they had, like, what are those called? A jumper? Yeah, but with a slide, and people get crazy on those. Like, there's kids there. Please do not, like, bounce on them. I literally jumped, and I, like from the top, and you could jump into these little noodle things. I jumped, and I just did this, and my friends were like, she did, you know? So, yeah, so it goes later on, and my friends go to around the campus. I'm like, you guys do that, I'm gonna walk because I came here for hours. Wait, actually, before that I drink, like, this drink. It's like a lemonade, a cannabis drink, because why not, you know? I haven't tried that one before, so I drank it, and I felt whatever. Like, it takes a lot for me to feel anything. So yeah, they went up, and they were like, we're gonna go, you know, be cool. And two of my friends stayed with me. They're both guys. Don't think anything of it. Never mind. That's mean to say. Yeah. So later on, I went into the tent, and I was like, I'm gonna sleep and all that. And then it got really dark, and it was around, like, 9, 10, and my stomach started hurting, but I was like, whatever. I'm just gonna, like, crouch. I have no Tiger Balm with me. I have no medicine. I have no mom with me. So I'm, like, literally in the tent in the freezing cold, like, crouching like this, and, like, trying to make sure my stomach doesn't hurt, and I'm sleeping, and it's 2 a.m. I don't know why I freaking signed up for a 2 a.m. walk. Like, I'm gonna be up at that time. I'm never up at that time unless I'm watching something. But I signed myself up, like, in the morning for, like, when it was 12 a.m. I signed myself for, like, a 2 a.m. walk because you always have to have someone walking at every hour. So I signed myself up for that, and last year I did that too, but I signed up, like, for 4 a.m. and I didn't walk it because I was asleep. But this time, I was like, I could do it. I'm gonna do this, and I signed myself up for it, and I couldn't. So around, like, 2 a.m. they woke me up. They're like, oh, Cindy, you have to go walk, and I was like, I can't. I'm not feeling good. Like, I wasn't even lying. I didn't feel good. So my friends walked it for me, but, like, while they were walking, I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Like, I can't do this because my stomach hurts so much. Like, I've never had a pain like that. It was so horrible. It's probably gonna be worse than childbirth, but I haven't experienced that, so I can't compare. But it was a really bad pain, and it was like a diarrhea pain. It was a freaking diarrhea pain. But, like, if there was anything worse than diarrhea, but, like, a poop pain, it'd be worse than that because it was freaking horrible. So they only had porta potties. They did have one restroom, but I ran to it. I didn't have shoes on. I was wearing fuzzy socks, and the grass was like dewy and wet, and I just ran through it. And I was trying to open the restrooms, but they were locked. Then I looked at the porta potties, and I was like, I don't care right now. I'm just gonna go. And I had like my freaking phone with me, and that's all I had. And I was texting Diego, and I was like, my stomach hurts. I'm in a porta potty or whatever. I just remember saying like my stomach hurt. And I literally was in the restroom and I let go. I was like, phew. I was gone. So I went to the restroom. Obviously, I took a shit. Girls poop, boys poop, we all poop. So yeah, I was in the porta potty and I was just like leaning like this. And yeah, when I told my friends, they're like, ew, you were in a porta potty without shoes. I was like, I didn't care. I just needed to go. And I remember running across and like the guys were playing football or frisbee, one of those, and I was just like having my head like this, and I was like and I almost like cried, and I was like, I should go home or something. But I didn't want to stay in the porta potty too long because people will know I pooped, because they obviously saw me go into it or something. So I left and I was in the tent and I sat there and I was like, oh my god, I should call my mom to pick me up. But I was like, oh, but I brought this tent and I feel bad. They could take the tent, but then they have to drop it off to me, and I don't want to hold it when we get back to school or whatever. So I was like, I'm gonna stay strong. I'm just gonna stay strong. And then I couldn't. I had to go to the restroom again, and I was in there. I was trying to like calm myself down because I was like whining, crying, but no tears. I was just like like that, you know. And I was watching YouTube. I don't even remember what I was watching, but I was watching YouTube and like holding my head like this, because like when I crouched down, I guess it feels better to me, but it didn't. And I just remember like just dozing off a bit, and like YouTube turned off, and I had my phone on like the toilet paper thing. I know, gross, like honestly everything I did was gross that day. And I like just did that the entire time, and I knocked out. I fell asleep, and I was probably out for a good 15 to 20 minutes, and no one checked up on me. Thanks all you good friends, honestly. Like, I was out because my friends were sleeping and the guys were playing football. Like, why would they have to like take care of me, you know? But I knocked out and I was dead in the porta potty, and no one looked for me, but that was okay. I woke up and I was just like, oh my god. And my stomach still hurt. Like, honestly, it still hurt. But it wasn't like, oh, I have to poop a lot more hurt. So I went back into the tent and I like was crouching again and trying to fall asleep. And when I woke up, I was like, whatever. I felt okay, but my stomach still did hurt. It was like more a mental thing in the morning compared to what it was like at freaking 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. it was. Yeah, so that's the time I fell asleep in a porta potty, and I shitted myself because of cannabis drink. Don't drink any of those. Those are bad for you. Very, very bad, because they make you go number 2. Don't do it.